Hi friends, this is actually a pretty serious video, so I want you guys to go grab a notebook because we're trying to get justice for Nicholas GODEJOHN. Matter of fact, we're not trying, we're going to get it for him. I'm going to attach part of his interrogation, and I want you guys to really focus on small details in this interrogation. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want it to be fresh in your mind when you all are writing these letters to get Nicholas GODEJOHN clemency. Now, when writing these letters to get him clemency, I think the focus should not be on GYPSY. It needs to be focused on him. I just want to say that first. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's an injustice, not just because she used him, how she used him, how she was able to manipulate him, and the fact that he has a low IQ with autism and was collecting a permanent disability check. Those things are very important. And I was on the fence about this at first, simply because these letters he will get as well. And that's what kind of made me be on the fence about it, because I don't want him to think that we are looking down or trying to, like, I don't know. I just don't want it to be received wrong, or make him feel any type of way. I don't know. Hopefully you all understand what I mean. But we're going to play this video about the interrogation, and I'll elaborate further on the details.
I have been waiting for that for a long time. Alright, so
it says Nicholas. You go by Nicholas, something different?
I prefer, usually by my family I'll be called Nicholas, but by friends and other people I usually be called Nick.
What would you like for me to call you when I'm talking to you today?
Nick.
Nick, okay, I'll do it. That's your address.
Okay, address. Oh jeez. Oh, too much. I'm trying to think of, I include my, Big Ben and all the rest of...
Is it just Big Ben? Is it, you just put Big Ben there.
Okay.
I could probably figure that out.
Yeah. Big Ben.
Is it Ben or Bend?
Bend.
Oh, okay.
Bend is 17.
And then this right here is your date of birth?
Okay. 5/20/89.
And how old does that make you?
26.
26. Okay. Right here is schooling. So that is like, did you graduate high school or?
Yes.
Okay. So
That's as far as I've gotten.
okay. So just put HS or high school or something there, just so that way I'll remember, because sometimes I forget things. Social Security. And then here is the date.
Date. I lost track. It's been so long.
I think it's the 16th. I don't have my phone with me, but I believe it is the 16th. You know what? Let me go look real quick, okay? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, please.
All right. I'll go get the time and the date.
Okay. Yeah, I sent Telegram text me. I've been wanting to talk to her for a while because I want to know what's going on.
It is the 16th.
Okay. Oh, I need a chance to use that pen.
There you go. Right there.
Okay. And it's June, right?
June, yeah.
Okay.
June 16th.
Alright. So, 6, 16, 2015.
All right. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to read each one of these out loud to you. If you understand it, then just initial after it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Before we ask you any questions, you have the right to, you must understand your rights. If you understand that, then put your initials right there. We'll go through each one of them together.
Okay, because, well, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I may ask. Is it okay if I put it right there after you read them all to me?
We have to do them one at a time.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So that's just so I can make sure you understand each of them.
Okay.
Just your initials. Yeah, just like that. Okay, the next one is you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court.
That's a little different than on TV, huh?
Yeah, I told you. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before he asks you any questions and to have a lawyer with you during questioning. Right there.
Alright.
If you can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. That one goes right there.
Okay.
Okay, if you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you can stop answering questions at any time, okay?
Okay.
All right, sign right there, initial that if you understand that. And can you read, Nicholas?
Yeah.
Another question I knew the answer to, but I went ahead and asked it. But if you can read this paragraph right here to me out loud, and if you understand it and agree with it, then you can sign this page.
Okay. I have, okay. Please forgive me because
No,
I've been away
you're
for so
fine.
long.
You're fine.
Okay. Alright. I have read this statement of my rights and I understand what my rights are. I am willing to make a statement and answer questions. I do not want a lawyer at this time. I understand and know what I am doing. No promises or threats have been made to me and no pressure or
Coercion.
I've never been able to say this word at all.
I know. Do you know what it means, though?
Doesn't it mean like a form of punishment?
Yeah, or trickery or anything
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, coercion of any kind have been used against me.
If you understand and agree with it, then you can sign it.
Alright,
And then I've got to sign it, too.
okay. Oh, as a witness, okay.
Yeah, they always make us sign them, too.
I always sign it as Nick because
That's fine.
the only way I know to sign it.
All right, thank you, Nick. And you said I could call you Nick, right?
Yep.
All right. All right. So I guess you have a lot of questions for me. You've been waiting to speak with me, right? That's what they said?
At least, I lost track of how many hours.
Okay, so I want to answer your questions, but I kind of want to ask you some questions first.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
And then we can
please
maybe
do.
take turns. Like I'll ask you some questions, you can ask me some questions. Is this
Yeah,
good?
that sounds fair to me.
Okay. And that's what I want to do. I want to keep it fair. So if it ever seems like it's not fair, you just let me know, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So you said your name's Nicholas.
Yes.
And what is your middle name?
It's Paul.
Paul. And what is your last name?
It's GODEJOHN.
And how do you spell that?
It's JODEJOHN.
Okay. E-J-O-H-N. And you
Yep.
said, how old are you, Nick?
I'm 26.
26. Where did you go to high school at?
I went to high school at Nathan Hale High School, which is in West Allis, Wisconsin.
Okay. So you haven't always lived where you live at now?
Nope.
How long have you lived in Big Bend?
Only months.
Oh, so before that, where did you live?
I lived in Waukesha.
Okay. Is that a city or a county or?
It's a city.
City? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a big city?
It's city of Waukesha. Well, this is obviously the county of Waukesha, so yeah.
So they have a county named that and a city named that? I bet that gets confusing.
Oh, not me, because I'm actually born from there.
Oh, okay. All right. So do you have any kids?
No.
No kids?
No
Okay.
kids.
Okay. As you can imagine, we've talked to Gypsy a lot tonight.
Because it's been quite a wait.
Yeah. So we've talked to her, and she told us a whole bunch of stuff that's happened to you guys. And so I kind of just want to talk to you and start from the beginning, maybe like how you guys met or whatever. You know, can we start from where you guys met? Would that make you feel comfortable?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Where did you guys meet?
It was a site called ChristianForDatingFree.com.
Okay. Is that like a dating site?
Yeah, it's for
Okay.
Christians, but it's meant to be free.
Okay, so you don't have to pay any money for it. It's just a place you can go to meet people?
Yep, yep.
Okay. And have you met a lot of people on there?
I met a couple others before I met her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you guys have like names, or how do you know who you're talking to?
When I talked to her, it was, where it actually had her name as I was reading it. So
What is her name?
her name is GYPSY Rose.
GYPSY Rose?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what was your name whenever she was talking to you?
GODEJOHN. I'm honest about it when I was online, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had your name, and then she had her name.
Yep.
And then you guys met on there. And
Yep.
then so once you met on there, what happened?
We got closer on there, and we connected more and more,
Okay.
and then we got comfortable to where we about like I don't know how to explain it. It's like the way that we clicked is it made it seem like we somehow just knew we were right for each other.
Okay.
So we like, what was it, like 4 days, I would have to say. 4 days later, we started a relationship together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so your relationship, what kind of relationship was that you guys started?
It was one of those committed ones.
Okay.
Committed relationship.
To each other, committed to each other.
Yeah.
So you weren't on there looking for other people, and she wasn't looking for other people.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what I mean.
So did you guys start communicating other ways other than that website? Since you're a couple now.
Yeah, we tried to do a site called meetme.com,
Okay.
but that gets confusing because I have so many friends on there.
Okay.
And then other than that, what else was it? There was they did do Facebook for a little while too.
Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your name on Facebook?
It's my name is Interrogation.
Okay. And how about hers?
Well, actually, she got rid of hers recently.
Okay.
Because me and her, because I don't know how much she told you. I hope she told you everything that I do know also.
Okay.
Apparently from what she told me, her mom kicked her out of her house.
Okay.
So she texted me to pick her up.
Okay.
And what happened was I got on a bus about a day later, about in the afternoon of that day.
Okay.
And then I got back to, what was it? I believe it was Springfield. That's where it's Yeah, that's where it is. Because I'm all loopy from being so away
Okay.
so long. Yeah, Springfield, Missouri. As soon as I got there, I walked straight to a hotel, and then I let her know that I was at the hotel.
Okay. So you got there on a bus. What kind of bus was it?
It was a Greyhound bus.
Okay. So you got to Springfield, Missouri on a Greyhound bus.
Yep.
And you walked straight to a hotel.
Yep.
Do you remember what that hotel was called?
Yeah, it was called Days Inn.
Days Inn. Okay. And that's in Springfield, Missouri?
Yep.
Okay. So you get off the bus and you walk straight to Days Inn. What kind of clothes are you wearing?
Oh, jeez. I don't have that good of a memory at this point.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Was you wearing jeans or shorts or something?
I'm always wearing usually athletic clothing.
Athletic clothing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get off. Do you have luggage with you or anything?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of luggage do you have?
I had my clothing.
Okay.
Since I wasn't sure how long I was going to be there.
Okay.
I was worried sick about her when I got there to where I wanted to find her as soon as possible.
Okay.
Because I knew she was wandering the streets.
Okay.
So I brought like 3 days worth of clothing because I was going to do all I could to find her at that point. And then
What were you carrying your clothing in?
it was a duffel bag.
Oh, okay. What color?
It was red and black.
Okay. Was it like a Nike or Adidas or?
My dad gave me his duffel bag. It's a Marble. You know the cigarette company Marble.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what kind of it is. It's one of those kind of duffel bags.
Okay. And so you get to Springfield, so you're excited, you want to see her. So then what do you do?
I text her, and then she. There's obviously a lot of like.
When watching this interrogation, you know that you're speaking to someone that isn't able to read the room, right? And You all know what I mean by that. And even when the interrogator was speaking to him, at one point he like had like a slight laugh, as in it was very casual, when most people wouldn't, because you're in an interrogation. You could tell he didn't even really understand the gravity of what was taking place. Like, he knew he was at the police station, he knew he was speaking to an investigator, but I just don't think that he should have been interviewed or interrogated individually. I feel like he should have had a guardian ad litem. He should have had a parent, someone there to help him. I think his civil rights were really breached in this interrogation. And for me, that was one of the starting points for me wanting him to get justice. And then learning more about him, and even to see how he was very sorry during his interrogation. And when they asked, like, would you apologize, or, do you feel bad? And he said, I feel really bad. I would apologize to everyone except Dan. And, he spoke about as time went on and GYPSY expressed to him all the things that her mom would do for her. He said he started to feel even worse, right? And those are things that I think are really important to realize, that he has empathy, right? Also, one thing that I think is very important to note is the fact that he works with a dog inside the jail, or the prison rather. And someone that can take care of pets says a lot about them as a person, right? Not everybody's a pet person, right? And not everybody's a dog person. But for someone to like nurture a dog and care for a dog and be in a program like that in prison, I think that shows some character. And I think the focus on this clemency letter needs to be the fact that not that he shouldn't be held accountable at all. The fact that his disability they should be taking that into account. And also the fact that, the jury pool wasn't questioned, and just overall it seemed like the system was working against him, and he deserves some sort of justice. And that the system has really failed him. And the fact that if he doesn't get any justice, this has set the stage for other people with disabilities to be used. And one way to right the wrong of this situation would be to get him some sort of justice. And we really want to focus it on that and not focus it on GYPSY. And not disregard that someone lost their life, because that's still important. But we need to focus it to where we're bringing change. And that, this could be your son, this could be your nephew, this could be your cousin, this could be your brother, and we want there to be justice. I think that's along the lines that we need to stick to. I don't really think GYPSY's name needs to be mentioned in this clemency letter at all, to really be honest with you. I think we should focus on that. That's just my opinion, but I also want to give you guys the other information. It needs to be dated by February 15th. So it needs to be dated for February 15th. Toddy got this information directly from the attorney. Because they will be bringing it to the attorney that's going to file the clemency. So February 15th, it needs to be dated. It needs to be mailed ahead of time. You have to have your real name and a form of contact. You don't have to put your actual address on there, but put like an email, a phone number, just some form of contact needs to be on there. Now, this is going to be put in a FOIA to where later other people could have access to it. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. Nick will also get a copy of this in his hands. It needs to be addressed, Dear Governor, not the governor's name, just Dear Governor. I am writing in support of Nicholas GODEJOHN'S application for clemency. And then you write the rest. I will write my letter within the next 2 to 3 days, and I will mail it as soon as I write it, that day or the next day. The address I'm going to put in the description for you guys because I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't remember where I put it. So give me a few minutes. I'll actually put it in the description of this video. But I want you guys to really do this, like, as a favor. I know it takes some time to write a clemency letter, but I think if we were all to write the same letter, it wouldn't have the same impact. Because I thought about writing a letter and putting that letter up there for us all to use, but I want this to have a major impact and not a letter of us just copy and pasting something where you know that we took the time out of our day to write this. We cared enough to sit down and do this despite of what anyone has to do. I think that that would be very impactful. And I think it's really important for us to just put in the effort, right? Effort says a lot about how much you care about a situation. And I think we really want the governor to know that we as the public feel like this is wrong and we want some form of justice, and that we want to hold them accountable to getting that for him. Now, I did reach out to my attorney. My attorney said that he was going to see what information he could get on this. But in the meantime, I reached out to Tati and asked if she had any additional information, and she did. And the information that she gave me, I felt comfortable enough making this video. And the only reason why I say that is because when I'm asking you guys to put your real name down on something and a form of contact, as a content creator, I want to make sure you all are safe. And you know that people have done crazy things in the past, and I just wanted to make sure that this was legit, and that if you guys were signing your name or giving any form of contact, that I wasn't putting you all in jeopardy. So that is what took me longer to post this, because this is the worldwide internet and y'all have seen how things have been. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have a great day. Bye bye for now.